Welcome back to our channel, besties. Today is an absolutely beautiful day to dive back into the chaos of Port Charles. And we have so much to unpack. Grab your snacks, get comfortable, and let's get right into the madness because you are not going to believe what just went down. We are so ready to spill all the tea. Oh my god. I'm screaming. I literally cannot even process what my eyes just witnessed on this Friday, June 5th episode of General Hospital. I was literally eating dinner and choked on my pasta because the drama was so dramatic. My jaw dropped and it is still on the floor. I need to text my friend immediately, but I have to get this all out first because honestly, my brain is short-circuiting. Okay, but listen, you guys, the absolute unhinged behavior happening in Port Charles right now is actually breaking my mind. I am personally offended by half these characters and thrilled by the other half. It is a literal roller coaster, and I am strapped in with no safety harness. I can't even deal right now. The audacity of these people. Let's start with the Quartermaine boathouse because I am still recovering from the sheer audacity of it all. So wait, before that happened actually, I remember how Michael Corinthos has been acting like an absolute supervillain lately. He literally set up this entire cheating trap just to blow up Brooklyn and Chase's marriage because he figured out Brooklyn was the driver in that hit and run. Which is insane, by the way, using a car accident cover-up to force your ex-wife and her ex-husband together unhinged. Anyway, so Michael arranges for Willow and Chase to just accidentally run into each other down by the boathouse. In their bathing suits, I'm yelling at my screen like, "Chase, you sweet, beautiful idiot, run away." But no, he's just standing there while Willow is literally stroking his arm. Stroking his arm. In public, on Quartermaine property. Seriously, why would he do that? And don't even get me started on this because it is the most iconic thing to ever happen. Tracy Quartermaine walks by. Tracy Quartermaine, the queen of perfectly timed interruptions. She sees Willow touching Chase and her face just does this thing, this absolute look of pure disgust and fury. And she immediately jumps to the absolute worst conclusion. Which honestly, same Tracy, same. She thinks they are fully having an affair. She marches up to them and literally snaps, "Pack your little bags and our lawyers will be in touch. I'm dead. I am deceased." The delivery flawless. The drama impeccable. Chase is standing there, dripping wet, trying to defend himself. Like, "Tracy, wait. It's innocent." "Innocent, sir? Your ex-wife is petting you like a golden retriever while offering you a job in Washington, D.C. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, Chase is actually trying to face off with Tracy, which is a terrible idea. He stands his ground and is like, "I am not getting kicked off this property and I have zero intention of divorcing Brooklyn." I mean, good for him for having a spine, but Tracy is not hearing a single word of it. She is outraged. She is fuming. She probably already has Rick Lansing on speed dial to draft the divorce papers. And honestly, I am kind of on Tracy's side here because Willow has been acting completely out of her mind lately. Like, Willow needs to get it together, I swear. She has her actual husband, Drew, literally paralyzed and locked in at home, which is a whole other level of psychotic, and she's out here playing footsie with Chase. Not okay. I'm done. I literally cannot defend her anymore. Meanwhile, poor, clueless Brooklyn is somewhere else on the property, venting to someone about how Willow is going after her husband, and I am literally shaking my head because guess who she might be venting to? Michael. Yes, the very man who orchestrated this entire nightmare. If she is confiding in Michael, I am going to throw my television out the window. It is so messed up. She's panicking, telling whoever will listen that Willow is a threat. And she's not wrong. Brooklyn is so desperate, she is actually hoping to strike an alliance with Nina Reeves of all people. She wants to pitch to Nina that it is in everyone's best interest if Nina keeps her daughter away from Chase. Like Brooklyn, honey, you are playing checkers while Michael is playing 4D chess with your life. Mark my words, this is going to end badly. So Nina actually listens to Brooklyn and tries to go talk some sense into Willow. I was like, are you serious? Nina being the voice of reason? What timeline are we even in? But Nina sits Willow down and is like, "Hey, maybe spending all this time with a married man isn't the best look." And Willow, oh my god, the audacity of this girl. Willow just looks at her mother with these dead delusional eyes and is like, "Well, actually, there's a chance we'll be spending even more time together." I can't breathe. She is literally talking about the chief of staff job she just offered him in DC. She wants to take him to Washington. She is completely gone. The hero worship she has for Chase right now is actually scary. Nina realizes in real time that talking sense into Willow is like trying to make money from thin air. Willow is too far gone. She is fully fixated on Chase because he represents safety, unlike Drew, who she is literally drugging. Honestly, it is so dark. Okay, where was I? Right, so let's jump over to Alexis and Ethan because my brain is spinning. Alexis summons Ethan Lovett, right? And she is sitting there smiling, this knowing smile that just screams, I have you cornered. She tells him she knows about his connection to the late Delilah Wilson. Ethan looks like he just saw a ghost. And then my jaw actually unhinged. Ethan admits it. He admits he is baby Phoebe's birth father. I knew it. I literally called this weeks ago. I was screaming at my cat when he said it. But here is the wild part. He wants to sign away his parental rights, so Chase and Brooklyn can adopt the baby. But he is absolutely terrified of anyone finding out why. He tells Alexis he wants the record sealed so that no one will ever know his reasons. Why would he do that? What is he hiding? Is he protecting Phoebe from someone dangerous? Is it tied to that weird Kyoko tattoo art gallery thing Ava has been investigating in Manhattan? I am so stressed out about this. Ethan is basically begging Alexis to help him bury this secret forever. But Alexis, being the realist she is, warns him that secrets in Port Charles have a funny way of exploding in everyone's faces. And she is so right. If Ethan's enemies find out he has a kid, Phoebe is in danger. If Chase and Brooklyn find out the truth, their adoption could be ruined. And with Ava Jerome snooping around, this secret has a shelf life of about 5 minutes. I am calling it now. Ava is going to blow this wide open and ruin everything. Honestly. Ava cannot mind her own business for a single second, and it is going to cause a literal disaster. Okay, but I have to talk about the warehouse scene because it was literally a movie. A literal cinematic masterpiece. So remember when Jocelyn Jax was being held hostage at Windermere by Jen Sidwell's goons, and she managed to cause a brief power outage? Well, during that exact moment of chaos, Pascal Levesque, that smarmy backstabbing butler, decides this is his moment to slip out of the castle. He knows Sidwell's onto him. He knows he's a dead man walking. So he sneaks out in the dark, sweating, panicking, and makes a run for his car. He gets and turns the key and nothing. The engine won't turn over. Why? Because Sonny Corinthos pulled out the spark plug wires. I literally jumped off my couch cheering. Sonny Corinthos is back, baby. That is the most iconic, old school mob boss move ever. Just casually disabling the getaway car and waiting in the shadows. Pascal probably wet himself right there in the driver's seat. So Sonny grabs him, and the next thing we see is the Corinthos Coffee warehouse. The lighting is all dark and moody. Very classic GH warehouse interrogation vibes. Pascal is cornered. He is tied to a chair. He looks absolutely pathetic, and I am loving every single second of it. Seriously. Seeing Pascal squirm after everything he has done is so satisfying. But Sonny isn't alone. Oh no, he brought the dream team. He has Laura Collins standing there, bringing the full weight of her mayoral authority and her deep, terrifying knowledge of Cassadine Island operations. And he has Lucas Jones, L.U. Cause. You guys, seeing Lucas standing there in that warehouse, looking at the man who helped cover up the murder of Marco Rios, the love of his life, it gave me absolute chills. Lucas has been grieving in silence for months, and now he is standing face to face with the man who ruined his life. The tension in that room was so thick you could cut it with a chainsaw. I was literally holding my breath. Sonny steps up to Pascal, looking down at this smarmy weasel, and delivers the ultimate ultimatum. He tells Pascal that Sidwell is already hunting him down. Sidwell knows Pascal's a liability. Pascal is sandwiched between a lethal boss who wants him dead and a mob boss who wants answers. Sonny looks him dead in the eye and says, "We'll give you a chance to save your own life." I am literally shivering. Sonny is offering Pascal a deal to help them take down Jen Sidwell, give them the evidence to end the blackmail threat against Laura, and give Lucas the justice he deserves for Marco. If Pascal refuses, Sonny will just hand him right back to Sidwell on a silver platter. Is Pascal going to take it? He has to, right? He's a coward, but also Sidwell is terrifying. If Pascal flips, Sidwell will hunt him to the ends of the earth, but if he doesn't flip, Lucas might just end him right there in the warehouse. Lucas looked like he was ready to snap Pascal's neck with his bare hands. I have never seen Lucas look so vengeful, and I am so here for this dark era for him. He deserves this revenge storyline so much. I honestly hope Lucas is the one who breaks Pascal. Just completely shatters him emotionally until he spills every single secret Sidwell has been hiding. It would be so iconic. I seriously cannot handle the stress of this show right now. Between Tracy threatening lawyers on Chase, Willow, trying to steal a married man while keeping her own husband paralyzed in a secret locked-in state. Ethan, hiding some dark mafia art gallery baby secret. And Sunny running a literal black site interrogation in a coffee warehouse. My blood pressure is through the roof. I am going to need a full week to recover from this one episode, but, I'm going to be glued to my screen on Monday. Mark my words. Willow is going to get caught. Brooklyn is going to find out. Michael set her up. And Pascal is going to sing like a canary. I'm done. I'm literally exhausted. This show is going to be the end of me. I actually cannot wait to see what happens next, because if it gets any more dramatic, I might actually faint. Literally.